with Bethesda and Ubisoft having very disappointing E3 press conferences, it was all up in stage for Square Enix. Were they going to save E3 and have a good conference like Microsoft, or were they going to completely bomb it like last year, seeing that this is their second E3 presentation this year, or ever, not this year? And, well, let's get into it actually. Final Fantasy VII. They start off with Final Fantasy VII. That game looks absolutely amazing. They're going with a Kingdom Hearts-like battle system that is just overall amazing. With Final Fantasy VII and also the new Avengers game, I don't know how Square Enix could have messed this up. Having one from the beginning and the other at the end was absolutely a good and correct move that they should have made, and they went for it. Having Final Fantasy VII in the beginning and having it have a long sequence was okay for me. It went on for 30-ish minutes, but they showed a lot of stuff with it. They showed a bunch of additions that Final Fantasy is coming with, a lot of gameplay, which is the most important thing that most of these E3 conferences don't get. Since we've been getting a lot of cinematic trailers, I mean, we did get some for Final Fantasy VII, but gameplay is what's most important, and we got a ton of that. And the system looks absolutely amazing. Again, going back to what I said about it looking like Kingdom Hearts, absolutely amazing. And there's nothing really I'm complaining about Final Fantasy VII. Absolutely love the game, and I can't wait to play it March 3rd, 2020, like we said last video, I believe. I mean, I can't wait. Absolutely great. They showed off Tifa. That's fucking awesome. And overall, just great. I mean, moving on here. What do I have? I think they went to... yeah, Life is Strange 2, which is available today. They had this cinematic trailer. Not a cinematic trailer. They showed gameplay and stuff and all that stuff with cutscenes of the characters going through stuff. I never played a Life is Strange game, but I know it's a very sentimental game that a lot of people enjoy and has a lot of story. They showed a lot of Let's Players playing it, which I found pretty stupid, but overall it looked cool, and overall like something people will enjoy. Seeing that Life is Strange is something that Square Enix likes supporting, and it's dropping today, which is a nice touch. Honestly, a lot of people are probably looking forward to that, and yeah, I mean, having it drop today is pretty great. Then they go on to Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. It's getting a mobile release, which caught me off guard, and I guess maybe that will make some people happy, but it's still coming to not all consoles. I don't think it's coming to Xbox One. It's coming to PS4 and Switch, and it still has online. I'm pretty sure they were just trying to remind us of that it's still coming this year and now. One thing you'll see about this conference that I've talked about a lot is that a lot of these games are coming this year, with the exception of Final Fantasy VII and Avengers. A lot of these games are coming out 2019, which Microsoft, Bethesda, and even Ubisoft have some bit of trouble keeping up with what year we're in and what games we want to play in what year. And we clearly want to be playing these games now, this year, not next year. You know, come on. But that absolutely just takes the cake with Square Enix. That's why I'm pretty glad about it. They go and remind us that Octopath Octopath is coming to PC. It already's been on PC for like a week now. I guess they just made a little trailer to remind us that it's on PC, so now you can buy it on Switch or PC, which I guess is alright. I'm surprised they didn't port it on console, like on PS4 or on Xbox One, but I guess that's fine. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to get their hands on Octopath, and it's an absolutely amazing game that you should go and play if you haven't already. If you don't have a Switch, go and pick it up on PC. It's available now. It's been available actually, but you know, amazing. And actually, Square Enix has had a lot of announcements, more than Bethesda and Ubisoft, which absolutely surprised me. The fact that they had more announcements than both those companies really shocked me. I mean, it's Square Enix. They really put a lot of time into their games, so having them announce a lot of games, and especially a lot of them coming out in 2019, has really just taken the cake for me, honestly. Square Enix really surprised me with this one. Then they talk about The Last Remnant, which I don't know about, but it's getting remastered. I don't know much about that game, but it's getting remastered. I'm not sure what console is. I'm pretty sure It's coming to PS4, obviously PC. Not sure about Xbox One or Switch though. I'm not sure. I know that they love supporting the... I'm pretty sure it's, Switch too. Then they move on to Dragon Quest Builders 2, which they have a long trailer for, and it's coming out really soon, around July, I believe. And they have a demo coming out in June 28th, I believe. And it's Dragon Quest 2, coming out for PS4, coming out for Switch later. It's Dragon Quest Builders 2. I mean, there's not much to talk about. We know a lot about that game already, so, I mean... Again, not much to talk about, but a cool reminder from Square Enix letting us know that this game is coming out this year, soon, in a month or two. Then they go off and talk about Dragon Quest XI S, which is a game we've been waiting for around 2 years now, Square, and they are making sure to remind us that it's coming out this fall. And it's better because it looks amazing. I absolutely can't wait to get my hands on it. I haven't played Dragon Quest XI or any Dragon Quest game for that matter, and I can't wait to have Dragon Quest XI be the first game in the series to play. And it absolutely looks like a great game, so I can't wait for that, honest to God. It just looks great. I mean, there's not much to say. Graphically, it looks good. The whole 8-bit thing looks amazing. It's just a game I can't wait to play. Square just needs to release it by this point. I mean, not much to say there either. Then they go on and take a while talking about this racing game called Circuit Superstars. Excuse me. Circuit Superstars, which is a racing game that a side company is making that I guess Square funded. It looks shitty. I'm not gonna lie, the game looks absolutely ass. It's just a shitty little car racing game that's coming out on Switch, Xbox One, PS4, PC next year. So it's really, I don't know why they announced it. It looks like, not why they announced it, but why they took so much time to announce it. They spent a lot of time with talking to the developers of this little racing game. It's like, it looks like a game that's just gonna cost $10, $20 on the eShop or on Steam, on PlayStation Store, that not many people are gonna play it. So I don't understand why they took so much time. They took like a whole 7 minutes talking about this fucking little shitty racing game. Then they go and talk about this cool game called Battalion. It's a shooter FPS made by the same company, I believe, and it looks pretty neat. I checked Steam right after it because I know it's been available for a while now. It's been available for at least a month, but it has a lot of mixed reviews. And I have no idea why though. I'm pretty sure it has to do with the Kickstarter thing, because it was a game that was Kickstarted, and a lot of people haven't gotten the rewards, and they're saying that the devs are just liars, straight up liars for not giving them the rewards. And I'm guessing, I mean, overall I'm just gonna wait it out. I mean, it has mixed reviews. It looks alright. Go check it out yourself. Actually, go check out a trailer. It looks like an alright FPS shooter. It looks like old COD with modern graphics. It looks alright, and right now it's $15 on Steam, available only on PC. It looks pretty alright, to me at least. It looks alright. Then we start getting into this stupid little news about Square Enix Music. I don't know why a lot of people are excited for this, but Square Enix Music, they're basically putting Square Enix Music, Final Fantasy Music on Google Play, Spotify, places where you can find music, Amazon Music, stuff like that. And they made this little trailer for it, and you can listen to your favorite Square Enix songs through them now, and they're adding it. So I'm not sure why they took so much. They didn't take so much time, but I don't know why. You know, I guess a lot of people wanted that. I mean, you can just go on YouTube and watch the video. I don't know why. Don't let them stop you. Just go on YouTube, put your AirPods on, and listen to Square Enix music. I mean, you have all of them accessed right there. Then they go on to Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC, which they already showed off, and it looks alright. It's just a small little trailer about when it's coming. It's coming out in winter. It's called Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind. And it looks like they're adding more story, and you can play as multiple keyblade wielders, like Aqua, Roxas, which is pretty cool, Riku, and I think that's what they showed. And they showed a lot of story elements when it comes to Kingdom Hearts 3, which I'm glad of, because Kingdom Hearts 3 in general was just a alright game when it comes to story. They really rushed the ending of the saga in general, so I really hope they come up with something cool when it comes to this I can't speak, this DLC that's coming out really soon. So I mean, it looks good. I really hope it comes out and in time actually, and hopefully it doesn't get pushed back. But it's coming out this year, this winter. It's great. Square Enix with the 2019 releases. It's honestly really great that they're doing that. Then they talk about Shadowbringer a lot. Final Fantasy 14, the online one. I don't know a lot about Final Fantasy 14, if I'm going to be honest, but it is a huge expansion coming to Final Fantasy 14 online, and I can't just skip this because obviously it's something big that a lot of people like, and it's coming out July 2nd, I believe. July 2nd, yeah. And a lot of people are looking forward to it, and the story looks pretty alright, honestly. From what I've seen, it's a big expansion, honestly. And if you play Final Fantasy 14, I'm pretty sure you'll like this announcement. I'm not going to stay a lot on that because I honestly don't know anything about that game. Dying Light 2. They show Dying Light 2 very, like for 4 minutes or 3 minutes. Very briefly they show it, and it looks pretty good. They have that parkour implemented and stuff like that. It honestly caught me off guard. I honestly didn't know about this game. I'm pretty sure they announced it already, but I'm not sure because I thought a lot of people would be like shocked about it, but I guess it's already been announced, and it looks like a fantastic game still that I might actually pick up, or I might actually pick up Dying Light 1 and then pick up this one. I know it's a zombie game, but you know, can't blame me. The parkour looks amazing, and it looks like they're still gonna make it amazing in this one. And you know, it's Dying Light 2 coming out. Ooh, I don't actually know this one. I don't know when it's coming out, but it should be good when it does. What's next here is actually really cool. They show off, I didn't get the name for this, but Romancing Something 3 and Saga Scarlet Grace are being ported over to Switch, PS4, PC. No, I'm pretty sure it's just PS4 and Switch, but are being ported to those consoles. A lot of people have been waiting for them to come over here and be played, and I think that's amazing. And it's coming out in 2019, easy port. There you go. Thank you, Square. And honestly, that's great news for those people who actually really wanted it. Maybe Nintendo can listen to us fans about Mother 3, and then, you know, that'd be awesome. But they're coming to the West and Asia. I'm pretty sure they emphasized that, and they look like really good RPGs. Romancing Blank 3, because I have no idea what the other part is takes a little retro look, and it looks amazing. It reminds me a lot of old Final Fantasy and a lot of NES Final Fantasy, if I'm going to be more specific, and it looks pretty good. And then the other game, Saga Scarlet Grace, looks like a classic PlayStation 2 game, Final Fantasy-esque, but it's not really. Overall, looks good. What can I say? 2019, and while all these releases come in, they're doing rapid fire releases really fast, and it's just fucking amazing, because that's what I wanted for each and every one of these presentations. The only one that gave it to me was Microsoft. Just rapid fire. Only important games they stopped and talked about it. Final Fantasy VII was one of those games they stopped about it, except that stupid little Circuit Superstar game. They talked about that for a bit, but like just rapid fire with these announcements, and announcements all that really just hyped me up. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius and War of Visions is a mobile, or Final Fantasy Brave Exvius is a mobile game that you can play. One of my friends play it a lot, and it's a mobile game that you can get now, but they're adding something to it called Final Fantasy War of Visions. War of Visions, that is like an expansion, I'm guessing more story mode stuff and things like that for this mobile app that's coming out really soon. And I believe that's pretty cool for what it is. I mean, I don't play the mobile app at all, but I've seen my friend play, and it's just a turn-based RPG, and it's a gacha game. I know a lot of people like gacha games, but it seems cool. And then adding and supporting for War of Visions, even though it has like 36 billion, I think. Holy shit, people playing it. I mean, definitely something that they want to keep on talking about there. Then they go on to War of Visions. To be honest, I don't actually remember what the fuck this was. Oh wait, no, I'm actually retarded, but War of Visions. They go on to Outriders, right? Outriders is a game where they've been working for a while. It's coming out in 2020, yeah, around the summer, and it's a third-person shooter. and they showed us a lot of the development process over it, and the fact that it's a third-person shooter and a cinematic trailer, of course. They didn't show much gameplay at all. You can see the developers playing it in the background, but they didn't actually show his gameplay at all, which is like the one thing that I just, whatever. But it was the one game that didn't show us any gameplay. It's coming out in summer, and I hope I see more news about it, more gameplay about it, and see where it goes from there, because it honestly is something that I'm looking forward to, because it looks like a really nice game, a really well made game that's being made by some other side studios that I'm guessing Square Enix has funded and will publish for these people. Let's see. Then they go on to, I don't know how to pronounce it, Oninaki, which is a game that's coming out for Switch and PS4. I know that for sure. And it looks really fun. It looks really good. It looks like a really small game that can cost $40 easily, that will be picked up and be played. It looks like a really fun game. It's not turn-based. It's like a hack and slash kind of, and it's just really good. I like the art direction that they're taking for this game. And what is it? It's coming out on August 22nd, I'm pretty sure. And it looks like a fantastic game. I actually can't wait for it to come out. I really hope it turns out to be good and not some shitty Square Enix game that, like Lost Spear or some shit, that turned out to be really ass. Or like another one that came out on Switch, I just don't remember. But it's a lot. I just hope it turns out good, because it looks like they're not budgeting this game. They're not putting a high budget on this game, but it definitely looks like a really good game. And I really can't wait to play it, because honest to God, it looks like a really fun time. Let me go into this big fucking announcement. I'm gonna put my iPad here. A big announcement, which is Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. I know a lot of people already knew about this, I'm guessing, but it took me off guard because I didn't know. And I was like, what the hell? It's coming out for Switch, Xbox One, PS4, PC. It's coming out everywhere this fucking year. And that took me off, because I honestly thought it was going to come out next year, but it's a remastered. It's not a remake. And I know remasters and remakes are kind of different, but it's honestly insane that they're actually doing that. And I know Final Fantasy VIII is just as beloved as Final Fantasy VII, and it's a game I never played, and I can't wait to pick up on my Switch or PS4 or wherever the fuck I decide to get it. It honestly took me off. Square Enix really just made this E3. Finally, we go into Avengers. Avengers is the big fucking title that they dropped, allowing you and allowing us to know, at least, that it was coming for Square Enix's presentation this E3. They showed it off as their final game for the presentation, and all I can say is it looks good. It doesn't look bad, it looks good. It doesn't look great, it doesn't look amazing, it looks good. It just looks good. They show a lot of, they tell us a lot about the story. They didn't show much gameplay, but they definitely talked about the story, and it's an original story made only for this game. And I mean, they showed us the voice actors, and pretty much that's it. And also the fact that there's going to be an online oriented game, and it's not you can play single player, but you can also play online along with your friends. And I think that's honestly really cool. Like, I can be Iron Man, and one of you people can be the Hulk. You know, that's pretty cool to me. I honestly think that's going to be really cool. And also, it's obviously going to be single player too. And the available Avengers actually are going to be Captain America, Hulk, Thor, Iron Man, Black Widow, no Hawkeye. No Hawkeye at all. And I guess that's fine, but I know they're going to add DLC, but they made it clear that when they add more heroes, they're not going to cost nothing. They're just going to be free. They're just going to drop it like a free update. And I think that's absolutely amazing. They mentioned also that there was going to be no loot boxes for some reason. I was like, okay, that's cool. Good to know. And let's get to the story, actually. So the story is that the Avengers were celebrating about some shit, and then some evil bad guy, I have no idea what bad guy it is because they didn't actually tell us what bad guy it is, but some bad guy went and wrecked the fucking thing, and the people blamed it on the Avengers, and they kind of had to separate after that. And in the process of that attack, Steve Rogers actually dies. Captain America dies, and the heroes have to pick it up from there and see what they can do together. And honestly, that's pretty. It's a basic story, I think. What caught me off guard from that story though is that Captain America's fucking dead. As a Marvel fan, I'm like, what the fuck? They also added Hank. I think his name is Hank Pym, and dude, what the fuck? That was cool as hell. I'm pretty sure when I was watching with my friend Shori, he said that he saw Black Panther, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna see many heroes in that game too. And overall, looks like a good game. Can't wait to play it. It's coming out in May 2020, and yeah, I mean, and that's where the Square Enix presentation just ended. But let's talk about it, right? One thing I liked about this presentation is the fact that it went rapid fire. I mentioned that in the middle of this video or somewhere in this video. It was fast. Games were announced quick, real easy and fast. Many of the games that they were talking about are reminders and also 2019 games that are coming this year, and like maybe 4 of them were for 2020. Absolutely great, love that, because I'm looking for 2019 games that I'm looking forward to this year. Not something from 2020, not something from a year from now, something I'm playing this year. I'm glad to know about games like Final Fantasy VII and Avengers that I'm gonna get to play next year, but I also want to know about the games I'm gonna get to play this year. And that's something that Square Enix made sure to do, something that most of these presentations, the other 3 did not talk about much. They only focused a lot about 2020 games, and honestly, I'm absolutely glad that Square Enix did that. Overall though, the presentation hit me hard, and I believe it wasn't really good, it wasn't great, but it was also good. Just like Microsoft, they did not bomb this at all. Square Enix delivered compared to last year's shitty presentation, where they showed off games in other conferences and then showed them again on their own. And honestly, this conference was not a waste of time at all, and I recommend this conference is something you should watch yourself, because it's honestly something that will not put you down. It was not disappointing at all. So overall, I give this conference a B, straight up a B. I believe it was better than Microsoft's presentation, and overall it was a good one, and I hope Square Enix keeps this up when they do a presentation next year for 2020. So now we're left with just Nintendo, and I'm really nervous what Nintendo's gonna do, because this can make or break E3 as a whole. So far we have 2 good ones and 2 really shitty ones in terms of presentations. Square Enix so far winning in my heart. Can Nintendo bring this back and actually make E3? I don't know. Honestly, I honestly don't know. We'll see though. I will be doing an all-nighter definitely, and hopefully I might actually be doing a live stream reaction for Nintendo. This is the last presentation. There's definitely going to be tree houses, but this next video about my grading will be the last one you'll see for this year's E3. I hope you enjoyed these, and I'll see you on the other side with Nintendo's presentation tomorrow.